Hey guys, we're back again with part 3 of this April 30th, 2022 session. I'm playing a $10 turbo, $500 guaranteed, $1,300 guaranteed 330, and a $660,000 guaranteed on America's Cardroom. We were playing on 888, but they ran out of poker tournaments that we could play, so we decided to get a third one going with ACR. And it's getting a little bit late, so we're calling it quits for the night. Otherwise, I'd be playing that $5 rebuy add-on on 888, but it's 10 o'clock at night, so we're not going to. We didn't really do exceptional tonight. We haven't been running all that great. We're losing a lot of flips and key spots, and that's okay, though. Like, we're not going to run good every fucking night. On the break, I made this tournament red because I looked at the lobby. We're down to 27 players. I made it red because it's a very top-heavy tournament. And we're just going to want to take a lot of aggressive lines because it's kind of like almost a winner-take-all. So, yeah, it's almost a winner-take-all. Like, look at the prizes. Extremely top-heavy. Like, 5th place is like chump change, $30. We get 3 buy-ins back, or 6th. And then top's 185. So, yeah, it's pretty top-heavy. So, I'm just going to try to play a little bit more aggressively and take some spots that are kind of marginal in it because it's kind of almost like a winner-take-all. Yeah, we folded King Jack here versus Nit, a really big Nit under the gun. I think it's fine. I think we're going to be dominated there a fucking ton. And he had, what, Ace Queen? So not like completely dominated, but pretty well dominated. So I think it's fine. Queen 6 suited. We'll go in min raise. Uh-oh. Shit. I fucked up. Oh, that was this. Okay. Fold that. Fold this. Queen 6 suited's fine. Here, we're going to get 3 out of ton by this super aggressive guy, but where's the line on queens at like 40? Queen 3? All right. Queen 2 suited at 40. All right. All right, we got a pair of 6s. No small blind in this hand. That kind of sucks. 5, 6, king. We have middle pair. Just check this one back. This guy's super aggressive. We're going to easily be able to call him down on pretty much every run out. Here, I don't know what we're supposed to do. We'll call. Pretty unfortunate for this guy at ace king. All right, there's our money card. He could have 8-7, but fuck, there are a couple hands that beat me here. Maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll just call here. Well, fuck. I don't know, man. This one's tough. Do I raise? Because he's betting Jack 10. The flush draws miss. 8-7 got there on the turn. That's when he starts betting. 10-9. Alright, really fucking badly played by our opponent. 7-5 off. Okay. We can check call here. We're playing for 20 effective. Get a pair. This guy's heavily weighted to ace-x, though. Too large bet, I think we can fold. Too small bet, we'll probably peel. We will peel. Now he's going to size up. Probably bet like 4 or 5, I bet, with his range. And we're going to fold because that smashes his range. This board is now just smashing his fucking range. Even his draws have a good amount of equity versus our pair. So, yeah, we'll just fold this. I think it's fine. Yeah, and that's spot 2. Like, if we raise on the river, he's folding every fucking time. I have no stats on this fucking guy. Cut off. Hijack, low jack. It's probably a fold versus low jack. I think versus button, it's a call. Versus Cutoff, it's marginal and probably player dependent. Versus hijack, probably folding. But I'm not 100% on this. Like, I could be wrong. Let's see. Call 8 in the big blind from the button. Ace 4 is printing money, calling with Ace 4 off. But versus low jack, it's still pretty good apparently. But I think this app's kind of skewed. I think it's probably not as good as it says. Limp with that. We can limp call with that one. This one's a good hand to limp call with. Flush draw. Check. Fuck, my time bank's running out. Check here. Alright, we have a marginal main hand. It's been half pot. Got lots of good stuff that can happen on the river. Call. Check. It's kind of interesting. I didn't bet myself because if we bet and get raised, we're not loving it. Figure we could just check this weaker flush draw with no overs. Probably get rid of it now. Don't really have the odds. Gonna have a hard time realizing our equity. We can't really lead. We can't really lead the fucking river. Like when we hit our flush. Plus the board's paired, so he's gonna have some full houses. Not very often. Maybe like 10% of the time he has a full house, but still, like, just reverse implied odds. I think it was played fine by me. This guy's a 6-0, and he's not defending his big blind like the average bear here. I'll bet small, but I'm really not happy about this, and I'm shutting down after he check. He's gonna be play fit or fold on the flop. But yeah, this guy's not defending his big blind like he should be. He's defending his big blind probably with 18% of hands or something like that. Like way, even though he should be defending his big blind with about 85%, 90% maybe. Yeah, he's probably only defending with about 18% of hands or something. So yeah, I'm going to bet small one and we're done on that. We're actually up against a way tighter range than the average player when they have stats like this. 11-0. It's over 18 hands though, so he could be card dead. Oh man. 2.7 fucking 5. Like what does that mean? I don't know, man. This one's kind of interesting. We're just getting in weird spots all fucking night. He's gonna have a really hard time betting into us, the big stack, with nothing. Yeah, okay. I'm done with it. That's a weird spot. He's pretty polarized. I think we have to call in position and try to flop an ace. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to release ace 10 off on the button to like slightly bigger than normal bet. I think we can call. I guess, you know, if our plan is to fold on flops, like he did bet big though, right? I think he's doing a shitload of checking there. He should be doing a lot of checking on this board. And when he does bet, he should be sizing up. Man. I gotta get a GTO plus or something and start doing that shit, to be honest. I do. Okay, now he's open shoving 25 under the gun, so maybe I should have called there. I gotta get like GTO plus or something and start going through game theory and maybe hire a coach, I'm thinking. Like, can I fold? Can I fold there? On that flop when he sizes up? And you know, he's 15 big blinds deep. Like, we know he has something. I know he has something, and all I have is overcards. You know? Okay. Alright, this is an interesting spot because he's just open shoved, and I'm just going to check it back. And once he caps his range, maybe we can go 4? I don't know. Yeah, he's capped his range on the turn, and I just want to try to get... If he did bank a 7, I really want him to fold it. I don't want to put myself in a fucking spot on the river where I'm not sure. You know? And, you know, if he has some kind of weird draw, he might check call, and then we win with ace high, too. 6-5 suited. This one's... We ended up on this fucking table with all these shove stacks. So, like, now we got to fold 6-5 suited here. Like, shit like that. Like I said, I was going to, in marginal spots, I was going to play aggressively. And now look at me, I'm folding 6-5 suited here. But, like, they're all shove stacks. Like, we're going to make our money by raising, like, we should be raising, like, ace-5 off here and ace-4 off. We should probably add that in because we're the big stack on the table with a lot of shove stacks. So, probably we'll add in those two hands to our opening range, ace-5 off and ace-4 off suit. Because they block their 3-bet shoving ranges, and we're the big stack at the table with a bunch of short stacks. So that's a pretty good strategy. This guy jammed for 3 bigs. I think we're going to call with king 6. I think it's fine. King 6 is more than okay here. He could be jamming 7 deuce. Who fucking knows? We already got money invested too. Oh, it's a sweat. 42%. 15%. We got there. Yay. Alright, that's good. I think we did re-enter in this too, so it's good that their second bullet that we threw at it is going okay. 190 entrants, down to 61 players. Running 2 hours, 27 minutes. 8-minute blinds. Average stack being 383k. We have 480k. That's great. Okay, this guy's all in with 10-3 off. 10-3 off. $20 big blind all in situation with 10-3 off. Don't feel as bad about my ace-10 call there because I know against specific opponents that would have been definitely a fold. But against this guy, like I didn't know it at the time, so it doesn't really count. But against this guy, it's more than okay. King queen. Fuck, he just open shoves and we have king queen. Oh, this guy did. Okay. We can fold. I was like, man, king queen is a good hand versus him. Like, probably would have called. I would have crying called if it was just him that open shoved there, to be honest, because the guy was like in with 10-3. But yeah, this guy jammed. I'm going to put him on somewhat of a good range. Ace-9 suited. I think the reason he jammed is because this guy's going all in every hand. And he just wanted to add a little bit of fold equity. He doesn't really want to call a rejam. I don't know if it was good. I think I still would have just continued to min raise. And then call off versus him. And then everybody else I can fold to. Like, you know, and like, because if I rejam in the big blind. And you're under the gun and you min raise. I'm probably ahead of ace-9 suited, right? But this guy here, he might rejam and then he can call off. So then you kind of get to choose. So I don't really think the ace-9 suited under the gun jam is very good, to be honest. This guy's just going fucking nuts. We'll put it that he tilts. I think he's on tilt. And he's just giving up. Yeah. Yeah, he's just on tilt right now. So, take a note that he tilts off his money. And maybe I'm right. Maybe I'll call a little looser if he's been losing on the table or something. Okay, ace-jack suited. That's a good one. Where were you when the fucking buddy was jamming? Min raise. This hand's too good to just open shove. Because I think we can call rejams with this easily. Ace-jack off, we could shove ourselves to kind of protect our shoving range of like weak suited aces and stuff. Let's see. Cut off 15. Cut off 15. Do. What are we jamming? We're jamming king 10, queen 10, jack 10 suited. King 10, queen 10, jack 10 suited. All this suited Broadway stuff we can jam for 15 and then offsuit ace-x. But then we're going to min raise with all the suited stuff. And then the weaker suited aces we can jam. So, and we're probably going to be taking these spots, to be honest with you. We're going to be taking them. because it's an all or nothing tournament. We have to take aggressive lines here to win. So we're gonna be highly aggressive here in certain spots like that. Like when it's kind of a marginal, we got to play to win. So we're not playing for $30. We're playing for the big shebang, the fucking couple hundred bucks. 2 callers. I'm out of position. Really didn't flop anything. Oh, this guy's all in. I think it's just a give up, to be honest. I'm just giving up. This guy rejams. We can fold this. Oh, I'm just pissing my time back away. 10 on the river. I have absolutely no idea if he hit that or not, so we'll just check it down. He's going to win, but yeah, ace queen. I'm not getting him off of that unless I put significant amounts of money out. And I'll never know where I'm at in the hand. Plus, I don't have any backdoor equity. If I have backdoor equity, sure. But I just, there wasn't even a heart or a diamond. So what the fuck are we going to do? King 10 versus ace 8. Seems pretty fine and standard. But he makes a straight. Yeah, I don't really think I'm playing my A game tonight, to be honest, guys. I don't know. I'm playing pretty good, but I think I could be playing quite a bit better. Like, this 10-5 off is so fucking marginal. That's such a marginal call. Like, it probably is a call to a min raise with sub 20 bigs, but I'm probably going to call, but I'm not really happy about it. This guy seems to be kind of loose, too, so that helps. It is a call. I'm pretty sure it's a call. I think we can fold like 10-2 off there. Johnny boy. That's what I call my son. Because his name's John. Johnny boy. Good kid. Very good. He's 7. 7.5. Just about. He's a good kid. He's going to go far in life, I think. This guy sizes right the fuck up here. Like, I don't know what you do that with. Like, really good aces, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, easy fold. Ace king, pocket jacks, ace 8. Which one gets the dunce cap, you think? This guy. Bye-bye. Thanks for your $10, bud. Thanks for the contribution to the fund. Queen 9 suited. We'll call. Versus later position guys, we'd probably 3-bet, but so I think this hand's probably too good to 3-bet, but limp call with this king. This guy jams. Man, get a really fucking good price, aren't we? 7 into 14. We're getting 2-1. This guy's, yeah, nuts. Oh, look at that, man. He had like fucking air. Oh, 3 hearts. Oh my god. And he wins anyway. Okay. We're just going to check call here. We don't have a heart, so it's kind of fucked up of a situation. Yeah, we're just getting 2-1 with a pretty good hand, and this guy's kind of crazy, so I think calling's more than okay. 4.16. Do I ever just jam it in right now? Like, fuck, this one's tough. And he's jamming every time, like, with everything. Call. Oh, he had it. Yeah. Look at the guy's stats, though, right? Like, he's nuts. And the draws kind of missed on the river, so like I don't fault myself for getting in trouble there. I have top pair, blind v blind, ranges are already wide enough. Ranges are already really wide, and the draws missed kind of on the river. What the fuck? This guy's acting ridiculous. I'm all in. Like, this guy's ridiculous. He's just doing ridiculous shit. This hand's fine. Hopefully we get him this time. The last time he rivered us with a straight draw. Yay, we got him. I don't normally, that is definitely not my default strategy with King 10 suited, but, you know, versus this guy, I think it was fine because he's rejammed 8-9 suited earlier and he's just ridiculous, so. Yeah. Man. Yeah, that King 10 kind of sucked. Fuck sakes. We got a flop top pair versus a flush on the flop. He checked the flop, didn't he? He checked the flop too. Like, why would you check the flop? Okay, so I'm just gonna go over this with you guys. King 4 clubs. All right, don't ever check the flop here. You have to play this hand very fast. If another heart comes out, you have absolutely no idea where you're at in the hand. I'm going to be calling with all my King X and my Queen X most likely. Yeah, don't check the flop here. You got to fast play these small flushes. Granted, yes, the King and the Queen are out, which helps. The King and the Queen of Hearts are out. That does help, for sure, but still, you got to fast play that hand. Maybe if the 10 comes out of the jack, you're feeling pretty good about it. But yeah, this is easy jam. Kind of had a cooler spot there. It's fine though. I'm happy with my call. This guy's just kind of crazy, and he's kind of crazy, and also the ranges are going to be super wide, blind v blind. I figure he has a lot of single heart hands that he's bluffing with there. So, and I'm right. He probably most of the time has a single heart hand. Bet raise. This guy has draws he's probably going to be going with. He just leads really small. It's kind of like a blocker bet, and we're pretty shallow, so I'm willing to play for stacks with the king here. Yeah, he's in a really tough spot now, wanting to call. Like, the ace is a pretty bad card because he does have some ace-high flush draws here. I think I'm just jamming anyway. He probably has a lot of flush draws. Yeah. Deny equity from flush draws. I don't know. That one was a weird one too. Maybe that was bad. Maybe that was bad. Because he does have a lot of ace-high flush draws, but does he lead with the ace-high flush draws? Probably not. Like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to get inside these guys' heads. Does he lead with the ace-highs? Because the ace-high flush draws, you're definitely willing to play for stacks on the flop. So you'd be much more likely to check raise those and then maybe bet the weaker ones. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I just think with a king there, he's going to have a lot of flush draws. Probably he's leading small with his flush draws. And, yeah, I don't know. It was 9. He had 9 into 13. The money was going all in, regardless of what happens on the river. It's going to be really hard to fold, even if it is a diamond, but I'm probably going to have to. So, I don't know. That one's a weird one. I would love to, like, I got to run this shit through PO Solver, some of these things. I definitely have to start using PO Solver and running things, simulations, and this guy hasn't played a hand in 17 fucking hands, and of course he's jamming now. 17 hands. He hasn't played a hand in 17 hands. We're going to fold here, but it's like an easy call, like normally. Easy call. But he hasn't played a hand in fucking 17 hands. He has it. Plus, he doesn't even have any fold equity there because he's going to assume I'm going to call with a7 off there, like every time. So he probably had ace jack or better. Maybe ace 10, ace jack, something like that. King queen suited. Pocket twos through jacks, queens. Maybe flats with kings and aces there. Still, that's not going to help us very much with a7 off. A7 suited, perhaps. It's getting a little closer. I think we still fold. We'll probably start calling it like ace9 suited. At least I do. Versus this guy that hasn't played a hand in 17 hands. Just because you have like the odds to call versus a standard range doesn't mean you have to take it every time. I think I'm beat. I think I'm severely at a handicap there. Definitely at a handicap. So. Do 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 do. This hand could definitely be bluffed. Like as a we could raise bluff with this one. We're gonna call. This guy's extremely tight. 8-8. King is a very good card for his range to continue barreling, because he's gonna bet a lot of king x hands on this board. 1.22. I'm out. Like, I don't know. I think he has it. Like, betting that fucking small. It's like he's trying to milk me with like a 9, probably. And I don't know. He could have a king. I'm not willing to raise there to find out. Middle position for 10. Shove. 10. Ace 5 off. Negative 0.16. Negative 0.16. Close. Very close. And you know what? It's probably more than okay to take too, but because people don't call often enough. But we'll try to at least have something that's somewhat plus EV, like equilibrium wise. There's 44 players remaining in this. Out of 190 entrants, places starts paying at 27th. So okay, we'll put that there. Pay attention to that number. We might eke into the money here. And yeah, that's gotta come into our factor in our decision making. This guy's playing pretty aggressive. I have pocket fives. Thinking about jamming. I'm not really thinking about calling right now. 0 0 0 0. Yeah, we said we're gonna take these aggressive spots because it's like almost winner take all. So we'll take this one. If we get called, we're in good shape versus most hands, and the guy's pretty aggressive. So we're gonna take this down quite a bit, one way or another. Cut off hijack low jack. Button versus low jack for 25. Alright, fives are called actually. Okay. Jam with this shit. Is there any 3-bet all in? Fours get rejammed a little bit. Oddly enough. Why fours but not fives? So my line was a little bit aggressive. It was only 21 bigs too, right? So that's true as well. It was only 21. It wasn't 25 because like versus low jack like 5 for 15. We're jamming any pair. Or this is blind. What the fuck am I doing? No, we're not. Sorry about that. Let's see. Button ranges 15. Button versus low jack. All right. Here, pocket fives becomes jammed quite a bit, or flatted. So yeah, at 15, it's a rejam half the time. At 25, it's flatted. We start rejamming at 8s plus. And then at 20, it's kind of up to you. I think fives was a little bit aggressive. I think maybe 6s or 7s is where we'd start rejamming there, but he was pretty active. And it's a winner take all. We need to like to win this tournament. We're gonna have to get really lucky, and we're gonna have to take some aggressive spots and get the top money there. Like he's gonna call there with ace jack, ace queen, ace king, and we're flipping, and we need to flip to get to that first place here. Like it's kind of a top heavy tournament. really top heavy. So, like, what is second even? What is second place here? $100. Yeah, the top two spots are reasonable, I guess, but it's a $10 game, but it's really small field. What was the field? How many entrants did we have? I think late reg is still going, by the way. 52 entrants. So yeah, there probably is late reg. Hijack for 8. This is the fold, I'm pretty sure. I was going to open this one, but we can't now. Shove. Hijack for 8. Jack 8 off. Negative 0.37. That's pretty bad. Really bad. Uh-oh. Fuck. Get off my phone and start paying attention. Fives are a fold anyway. Probably. I'm thinking. Under the gun. Is this 8 max? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're only 7-handed. That's what it is. Okay. So really, it's middle position. Yeah, we probably open 5s there, if we paid attention. Middle position, 25. Yeah, 5s are pure. 5. Oh, 80%. All right. So it was our 80% of the time, I guess. Tournament runs quite shallow. We're in 8th position out of 22 players at the moment. With 20 bigs. It's running quite shallow. Queen 2-7. We don't have the ace of clubs, or else this would be an excellent spot to like check raise bluff. Maybe check raise small. Queen 2-7 2. I honestly don't mind wasting this hand. And then just betting small once. It's a pretty dry board. This guy doesn't have much of anything on this board but Queen X and maybe some pocket pairs. But he's pretty shallow. Yeah, like we just got our answer there. We can go ahead and fold now. Like, this is a pretty dry board. I think like a small bet is going to take it down often enough that it's going to be profitable. I really don't mind wasting that hand. With like one overcard and no backdoors. Like, a backdoor straight draw, I guess. But that's fine. Fine and dandy. This guy min raises. Easy call. That's another spot where we're taking the aggressive line that I might not normally. Yeah, because... Let's see... Small blind for 15. Oh yeah, I don't have them in here, sorry. They're in here. 15 small blind versus big blind. All these ace-X are jammed, and then we're jamming suited connectors and small pairs. Couple suited ace-X. And then some offsuit king-X blocker hands, too. So yeah, ace-2's in there. We're just taking all these spots that are aggressive. That a lot of the time I just pass on because, you know, it's so easy to win pots. Like when I get a hand, they pay me off like really heavily a lot of the time. So I kind of pass on the really marginal spots. Maybe just go with the limp min bet on that spots like that. But with this one, we'll just be pretty aggressive. 37 remain. Pays what? 27th or something? Yeah, 27th, yeah. So we're down. We have to lose 10 players and we're last, so probably just gonna have to shove the next good hands kind of thing. This one's really bad. Negative 0.41. Like, I knew it was not going to be a jam, but I didn't know it was going to be that not bad of a jam. Negative 0.41. I guess with no fold equity, right? We need a, like, king 5 offsuit here would be a plus 0.46 on the button jamming for 5. Like, we need a blocker. Like, a blocker, offsuit blocker hands are fine. Like, probably jamming with any king, I would imagine. Yeah, any king. And then queen 5 off plus, jack 7 off plus, 10-8 off plus, and then any suited queen, any suited king, any suited ace, and then jack 4 suited plus. So yeah, we're jamming wide, but not that wide. Especially when we're trying to get to the money here. But at this point, I think it's kind of unlikely. Another rip spot. Easy rip. We're ripping deuces through 6s here, and 7s half the time, I think. What is it? This is how you get good at this. You keep looking at these spots, right? And oh, we're ripping a little more than that. 10s plus, 2s to 10s, and then some offsuit ace x stuff. So this range is pretty well protected with pretty good hands. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, easy fold. Fuck, I want to see this hand and it won't let me. We'll fold. This guy's stats are kind of nuts, but ace 9 off is just not going to flop very well. And he's only opening 20%. Like he's in 60% of pots, but he's only ISOing 20% or raising 20%. So his hand's probably pretty good. He probably has some worse aces in his range for sure, but John, my boy, was up here. Now he's there. He must have re-entered. Oh, God, jack, low jack. Oh, buddy jammed himself. Well, it's bad for 5. It's negative a quarter big blind. Negative 0.25. Down to 36 anyway. I'm going to get jammed on a ton here, but this is good enough. No diamond on board, or else this would be a nice check raise spot. I'm going to be cutoff versus button. We're going to be doing pretty much checking range on pretty much every board. Pick up some equity, but it's not very good equity. Check. That's when we're all in. Yeah. Okay, we got to fold there. He doesn't show. I don't think he has a lot of 7s, but he probably had a good draw or a better pair. This one hand has good raw equity. It's more than okay to go with. We're going to get looked up by a lot worse hands than this a lot of the time. This guy's a 3 and 3, and he's thinking long and hard. He probably has ace-jack. He probably does. Something like that. He's thinking long and hard about ace-jack or something ridiculous you would never think about, you know? It's kind of funny how these guys operate. Well, he folds. Maybe he folded ace-jack. No, we were ahead. 25%. Nah. Shitballs. Not going to make the money in that one tonight. 35th place. Alright, ace queen. Easy rip. We're ripping all day here. Happy about it. It looks like we're just trying to squeeze too. Like we could be doing this with like a nuttish or like a shitty hand or something. But yeah, this is an easy squeeze. This guy might call like king 10, not believing me. I noticed they do that a lot when you squeeze, like you're not allowed to or something. And they'll just call you like really weak. Just because they don't think that you should be able to get away with that shit or something. I don't know why exactly, but... King 2 suited, we can go ahead and limp. Oh, blind v blind. We're going to limp our suited kings, I'm pretty sure. In this range, yeah, all our suited kings do a lot of limping with a lot of shit, and then folding off the worst stuff. And then we just jam like this suited connected middle card stuff, small pairs, and then our ace x and king x blocker hands. And like, you know, it's player dependent as well. Like you can vary from that, especially with ICM considerations, because it's like if you're like down to fucking, say there's 58 entrants paid and you're down to 65 players or something, like you definitely shouldn't be jamming like that. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, if like they're in a spot like that where there's like 4 away from the money, you take out all this from your range, all of these, just limp in. You probably still jam all the ace x, and then like maybe get rid of these kings and like go with these ones, 8, 9, 10, and jack. Go with those, queen jack off, and then our pairs. But just get rid of all this stuff, kind of tighten it up, and just limp in with all that shit. So, yeah, it's ICM, right? And like, if you want to get good at that stuff, download Hold'em Resources Calculator and just run simulations. See what range of hands you can call with here and jam with here, and yeah, you get like you're never going to be perfect, but you know you can get pretty close to proficient at it, right? And that's how you do it. As a matter of fact, right now I'm actually working a lot on that specific stuff, ICM. Yeah, I'm working on ICM. I think it's fucking very important stuff. Been studying for over a year, and yeah, I just haven't. I've done a bit of work on ICM and done like some workshops on ICM and stuff like that, but I haven't like got the HRC. I never bought it and like ran sims and see what I can call with and raise with on final tables and you know, on bubble situations and stuff like that, and different stack sizes, like when the average stack is 20 big blinds and you have 10 big blinds, or if when you have 20 big blinds and the average stack's 10 big blinds, you know, like all these situations are different, right? Like in risk premiums, when you have a nice size stack and you're about to final table and you're gonna, you know, be able to maintain very competitively. If you don't call off with pocket eights in a spot that probably would be fine, but you fold because, you know, you're going to be flipping for your chip lead, and yeah, just risk premiums and stuff like that. Like, it's really good to get good at that stuff with HRC. And then yeah, Faraz Jaka did a pretty good job with the ICM stuff on pokercoaching.com. I recommend those videos. They're really good. He has a couple of them on there about ICM and studying ICM. And then Michael Acevedo has an ICM workshop that's like 4 hours long. I think that it's a little bit dry. It is a little bit dry and kind of basic, to be honest. But like, if you're just starting out, definitely worth watching. It is somewhat basic though. But yeah, the Faraz Jaka stuff isn't so basic. It's a little bit different, and it's really good. And then Hold'em Resources Calculator, running simulations on that in spots, like just take your final table, go through it, and just ask questions about like, should you call there? What range should I call with there? What range should I be jamming here? And so on and so forth. And yeah, and then just write down your results and review your results. That's what I've been doing anyway. It's working. It's working really good. I want to get extremely comfortable with ICM, because at the end of the day, your money is made at the end of the tournament when you're down to the final 15-20 players. That's where your money's made. And also on bubble situations where you're 2 players away from the money, you make a lot of money there too. Like people that just make blunders on the bubble, they normally are losing like a certain percentage of ROI. I'm not sure how much, but you know, it could be 7 or 8% even. Like, it could be quite a bit, like, because those min caches, they add up, right? And sometimes you just got to play for that min cache, and knowing when HRC will teach you that, right? And teach you the ranges you go with, and yeah. And like if a 7 big blind guy rejams on the bubble, or like right at the bubble, you need to call off with a very tight range, because they know that they're on the bubble. They will bubble if you call off. So you have to call very tight in those spots, because they have to shove very tight. And if they're a player that knows what they're doing, you know. All right, King 5 Jack goes call. Okay, Johnny Boy is we're gonna be checking a lot here, like hijack versus low jack. This is definitely one of our King X we can check. With our marginal kings on the turn, we probably want to bet like 3.7, I guess. Just go small. We have a marginal made hand. We don't need to pot this one. We're not polarized, really. We're trying to get value from Jack X, etc. We could raise this too. I think it's fine. But if we get jammed off it, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. This guy's pretty aggressive. We can only call here. This guy's way too aggressive, and we have 2 pairs, so I just want to do everything possible to make him explode here. King on the turn's a pretty good card for him to barrel. But there are a lot of draws available now. Check. I think we'll check call. Ace King. Okay. Hijack versus low jack. 25. Effective doesn't. 3-bet. Ace King suited. That's way too tight. He definitely should be 3-betting there. Man. Oh, God. He has it this time. Fuck. Alright. The guy's like doesn't play any hands. He plays 7% of hands. I figured I could get him off of whatever there and just shove any 2. Like I said, I'm trying to take an aggressive strategy in this one. Maybe that was kind of bad, though. I just ran into it there. I think I'm getting him to fold so much there, so... Yeah. We're on the final table bubble, though. That's the thing. Alright. King, queen it is. I guess we're going to lose this one, too. Yeah. Kind of sucks. Pocket 9s. Yeah, we're probably going to bust. We've been running pretty shitty tonight. We need a 10, man. Yeah. Yeah, we're just not running good tonight at all. I think that was kind of shady or stupid. Like I don't know. Where is that? Keep watching. I want to look into that one. Where the fuck is it? We'll look into the king queen and the 6-4 off. The guy's playing 7% of hands at the time, over like 30 hands. Blind versus blind. We're getting close to the final table. He has to call off really tight. We're not going to lose the tournament if he calls and we lose. The guy's a 7-7. Yeah, I don't know. We'll look into that one. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if that was bad. Maybe 6-4 is just a little bit too wide. Recent hands. 25 bigs with ace-3 off. All right. Where is it? 6-4, 6-4. Here it is. Text. Advanced hand. Paste. I guess we'll show you how to do this. Only top 6 paid. Something like that, I guess we'll go with. Alright, top 6 paid. Next. Next. 3-bet all in. Get rid of that. All in. Next. Fold that. Alright, J Live folds. Vito folds. Sweet. They fold. Okay. Finish. This guy is a 7-7 though, right? And we're about to final table bubble. So this guy is supposed to be calling with this range. Do you think he's calling with this range? I don't think so. At a range. So this guy's a 7-7, remember. So he's going to be folding these for sure. He's probably going to be folding those. Pocket pairs we'll say he calls with. We'll keep him a little bit wide, right? Like King 8 suited. We'll keep him a little wide just to make sure that was good. Jack 9 off, we'll get rid of. Queen 9 off, we'll get rid of. We'll say he calls with King 9 off. Something like this. And we'll rerun the simulation. Any two. 6-4 off. So plus 0.16. So yeah, it was good. Like it was good, but do we need to take that line there? I don't know. I don't think we got to take that line. I think I'm just getting overly aggressive. I'm just really playing for first place here. Taking all the aggressive actions that I possibly can. So yeah, any 2 cards is fine. And that's versus this range. Who fucking knows what the guy actually calls with, right? This is the range that I gave him. Who fucking knows what he calls with? Maybe he doesn't call with Jack 10 off. Maybe he doesn't call with these. Like, I don't know how much tighter we can really get than this. Maybe that. That's probably about as tight as it gets. Like, it's hard to say because he called with ace queen. If he called with ace 7, then we kind of have an idea. But yeah, it just gets even better. Plus 0.20. So it's printing money now. If he's that tight, right? So. And you know, like 6-4 off. And ace queen off. Like I'm still what, gonna have 38% equity or something like that. Ace queen off. And 6-4 off. Yeah, I'll have 37% equity when I'm called still, right? So it's not like I'm dead in the fucking water. I'm gonna hit a 6 and he's gonna draw dead some like 36.5% of the time. So like even when he does call, like I'm in pretty good shape. Like even if we give him that range of what that we kind of gave him there. We gave him a pretty tight range. This. Like he has a tight range. We'll give him that even. Alright, apply. No, it's getting a little worse, 33%. But that's like up against this. Like he's going to call a little bit wider than that in most situations. In most situations, he's probably going to be calling something more like this. And then, yeah, 34. Yeah, so we're doing well. Like if we win that pod, if he calls and we win that pod, a third of the time we're like going to be a big stack and ready to take on the final table with a really good competitive edge. And then then with all his folds, we're printing fucking plus 0.20, so or to plus 0.15. So yeah, it was a little. I think if I could have the hand back, I think maybe we could just omit these. Like maybe we could admit this kind of stuff, but like all these, like any queen, suited queen, king, ace, jack are fine. Like mandatory almost. Any king, any ace. Queen 5 off plus, Jack 5 off plus, 10-7 off plus. Yeah, like I think we went a little bit too wide there. But look, it's fine. So I can shove any 2 cards versus this guy that's a 7 and 7. God knows what he actually calls with there, but like, and that's with the ICM considerations, right? So we're fine. It's just shitty when you get called and lose. It's nice when you get called and win, but it's only going to happen about 34 to 38% of the time. So, all right, guys. This is the end of part 2. Stay tuned for part 3. We're going to wrap this tournament up. Hopefully it goes well, and we can go from there. Thanks, guys, for sticking around.